Hey, Growins, what's going on? It's your boy Uncle Ben. Week 6 update. Today we're going over mid-late flower feedings for our autoflowers. And we're also going over variegation, which is mutation in plants. So stay tuned and keep it locked in.
He's popping the seeds and growing the greens, building that soil with the cleanest means. Sunshine, water, healthy plants from end to end. You're growing with Uncle Ben.
Growin Uncle Ben is sponsored by True Organic, a worldwide leader in organic fertilizers. Their products are 100% pathogen-free and designed to build living soil so your plants can thrive. Growing with Uncle Ben is also sponsored by Mr. Mike's Premium Worm Castings, packed with beneficial microbes and natural nutrients to bring life back into your soil. Growing with Uncle Ben is sponsored by Torch Mode Studios. They create AI-powered cinematic visuals, commercials, and promo reels built to make your brand impossible to ignore. They take your ideas and elevate the vibe of your business. When attention is the game, they help you rise above the noise. Torch Mode Studios. Ignite your brand.
Torch mode! Hey, Growmies. So real quick, autoflowers grow a lot different from photoperids. Photoperids have a distinct vegetation and flowering stage, where autoflowers do both of it at the same time. So the importance of a balanced feed is, I can't stress it enough. So after the first 21 days, your autoflowers start to show pistils, which are these white hairs you see coming up out of the plant. That's how you know your plant is going into flower. So at the same time that this plant is putting on pistils and starting to stack bud, it's also stretching. So you can see the difference between this one. I started this one later than the ones in the front, but this one stretched about a good almost 2 feet while it was flowering. So um, you have to, think about that as well. All right, a common mistake people make when feeding autoflowers is they switch to their bloom feed too early. When you're feeding the plants, it's all about balance. So we want to do a half a cup of our 444 here from True Organic. I'm also running for my Bloom Gaia Green, the 284, to make sure we have some workers in our soil to break down the fertilizer that we feed. We got my man, Mr. Mike's worm caster. We got a half a cup of that. And then once we get this into the soil and work it in, we're going to water it in with a gallon of molasses. Now, this gallon is for our 5-gallon pots. Our 10-gallon pots. So now let's get the feed. All right, now let's get this feed in the plants. So first up, we got our 284 bloom. Now, there's no real order. We're all going to mix it all together. So the order isn't uh, important. So I like to put my measuring cup inside my mixing bowl, just in case I missed. I still made the shot. Just gonna put that in there. So we have that. Next up, we have our, I know it's dusty, our 444 from True Organic. Again, I'm just gonna put that in here. Last but not least, my man, Mr. Mike, worm cast, half a cup. So now remember, the worm castings are bringing microbes into your soil to break down this feed that we're putting in there. So you just mix it all together. So you just want to get a good mix so um, your nutrients are all mixed together. So now let's get this in our pot. Hey, Gromies, now let's get this feed in there. So we have our autoflower here, and it's starting to stretch. So what we're going to do is just pour this around the drip line of the plant. So after I get it in there, I'm going to work this into the top 3 or 4 inches of the soil. So I'm just going to just turn it over like that. Just work it in there. All the way around. Just so you don't see it sitting on top of the soil. I just want to blend it in. Yeah, I'm just gently moving it in the top 4 inches of the soil. So next we're going to water this in with a gallon of molasses. All right, so now we're going to water it in with our molasses. So the molasses, it has enzymes that feed the microbes that you just put in there with the worm castings. So we're going to put in there a tablespoon of molasses. Now I like to mix it in this jar so it just doesn't sit in our gallon jar here. So you shake it up real good so it's a good mix. You don't have any sitting at the bottom of the jar. Now I have about a gallon minus a pint of water in here. So now I'm just going to pour this in here. Ooh, it won't go to waste. I guess I overestimated. Let's shake this up. I'm going to put the rest of the molasses in this jar once I pour it down a little bit. I'm just going to get all the way around the plant. Now remember, the molasses is feeding your microbes that's in the soil so they can do their job. Hey, Gromies, here's our 12 plants going into our 30 gallons. And they're looking all right. Now, I'm still going to highlight Got Juice's Blue Razor Muffin. He gave us 2 regular seeds. And I ain't going to lie, man, this is looking like a guy. Look at the stem. It's real, real thick compared to our ladies here, our feminized. You can see the difference. Even our bubble guts here is showing the same kind of trait. So what we'll do, I thought about it, before we cut and get rid of these, if they are male, we're going to take the pollen and cross that with something else here. So stay tuned and keep it locked in, but we're going to definitely try that. So here's our cover crop, and our soil is looking gorgeous. Look at that. It's so soft. Oh man, that's very fertile. So yeah, we're a week away, man. We're gonna let this break down for another week. It's almost out of there. And then we're gonna put our plants in here. But our soil, the airy pot, look at that. It's real soft, fertile soil. Look how dark that is. How rich it is, full of microbes. Look at that. Look at that. So the random ones that pop up here, we're gonna cut them down too. Just keep doing it. But yeah, our pots are looking good. Getting ready for them for the to receive the plants over there. Now let's check out some pictures from the Grow Me's on Discord. First up, we got my man Got Juice. He has his V-Cure here. Man, what do you think about it? I want to try it out, man. Those buds look real good. Hey, Grow Me's in the comments. Let me know if you have one or if you're looking to get one. Then next we got my man Cyber Scumbag. He's a few days in the flower here, so those are looking real good, man. Again, I love those pots with those spikes. I know they're for training, but they still look cool. Hey, Gromies, now we have another topic to talk about. Variegation. Variegation is a mutation in a plant to where sections of the leaves don't produce chlorophyll. So for in humans, it's kind of similar to vitiligo disease. The biology is different, but you kind of get the point. So we have our plant here. It's a mutation. So it doesn't affect the smoke. Sometimes they say that the yield is low, but it's really no different. So it's just like people with vitiligo. They're no different than humans. It's just there's an issue with the pigment in their skin. So you'll feed this one normally. You won't do anything different. All right, Gromies. So we went over mid-flower feeding for autoflower. We also gone over variegation, mutation in plants, what that means, what it looks like. We checked out our plants that's growing outside. We got three. I'm gonna put it on man watch. That's what I'm gonna call it. We got some plants out there that's looking kind of mannish. So we're gonna see if they are male. And if they are male, we're gonna harvest the pollen and do some breeding outside. So stay tuned. Next week, we put our plants in the ground. I'm excited. I'm going to do one episode where I do one plant, but then the rest of the other 11, I'm going to go live and have a live event where we plant all 11 live. So join me on that. I'll post the date soon on that. What else? Make sure you like, subscribe, keep it locked in, and keep it growing.
He's popping the seeds and growing the greens, building that soil with the cleanest means. Sunshine, water, healthy plants from end to end. You're growing with Uncle Ben.